welcome back to Lotus on Track and the brand's 6 hours, where unfortunately 2 hours into the race we've got the safety car out. That's the reason why the reverse parking of the Team Odrick entry into the Paddock Hill Bend gravel trap. It's an opportunity though for Yuichi Shinohara, after a mammoth 2-hour stint, to come into the pits. The congratulations of the John Danby squad. The cars had 1 or 2 adventures along the way, judging by the grass that's extricated. Also back in as well is the Hoffman's Motorsport, Lotus Europa and the Track Group 1 entry. Chris Randall out of the car, handing over to Rich Bennett. It's a new set of boots for the number 1 car. As the Europa rejoins the action, we'll hear from Chris Randall.
We've done 1 routine stop, and we had a bit of off-track excursion, which required a stop, but we haven't done too much damage. Car's still going round and it's still doing a sensible pace, so another routine stop coming up in about 10-15 minutes time.
Well, Team Odrick has been extricated from the gravel trap, and after a fashion will we rejoin, which means that the safety car goes in, the race gets underway, and the 3 leaders all converge as one. It's Michael Claessen's then in the Track Group 3 entry who leads the way down through Paddock Hill Bend, being traced by Track Group 2 and then indeed Track Group 4. So Group squad locking out the top places in this middle phase of the race as a move up into 2nd position and succeeding for the Track Group 4 car of Jamie Orton and Nathan Freak. It's Nathan who's currently at the wheel. I suspect in no time at all Nathan Freak will be potentially challenging Michael Claessen to lead the race. They sprint along the Cooper Straight into Surtees, already getting into amongst some of the traffic, which means that Freak's going to have to pick his moment here. It could well be the run along the round straight. He certainly boxes up behind Michael Claessen's. Similar battle going on behind between the Track Group 3 car and also the Cast Motorsport entry. And we could well have a change to lead. We do. The front of your shot, change the lead. Back of your shot, possibly a change for 2nd. It's the Exige, the Cast Motorsport car, that dives to the inside line and gains 3rd position. So it's all change amongst the leading group in these first few laps after the safety car. Now Nathan Freak leads the way. Will he be able to begin to pull clear here ahead of the field? The Perry's entry of father and son, Ken and Ryan Savage, continue on its way. In the production class is currently this car, number 9, Rob Boston Racing entry, to the head of the field, as it has been so often during the season, shared by multiple Lotus on Track Leeds Trophy race winners, Jason Baker and Adam Gore. It's Adam Gore who's currently at the wheel. He's about to go a lap down here to Nathan Freak, who sprints past, is into the pit lane for a drive-through penalty. We've got the Go Green Motorsport car. It's a disappointment for them. They shouldn't, in the scheme of things though, lost too much with this drive-through penalty. Front of the car remains reliable, stays out of trouble. Unfortunately, more problems though for Track Group 1. It's Tom Chataway now at the wheel, but the dramas continue. Judging by the grass trim, it appears possibly as if Tom's had a little bit of an adventure somewhere. This is the 5th place car, the Fox Motorsport machine, started from the pit lane, has raced very steadily up through the field as Tom Chataway comes into the pits, and yes, you could see that he's been continuing the tradition of autumn rallycross at Brands Hatch. Some grass to be unpicked from the 211 before Chataway will be able to get back into the race. It's the Team Odrick car going wheel to wheel with the Rob Boston Racing machine. Of course, don't forget that bright orange car prompted the safety car. It's several laps down. This is the action continues on track. Tom Chataway rejoins from the pit lane into the fray, although unfortunately 211 plummeting down the order all the while, being helped somewhat by the metronomic reeling off of laps by the race leader Nathan Freak. However, the word from the pit lane is there's potentially a little bit of a drama unfolding, which is that the driver who did the first stint, Jamie Orton, has reported back problems, may not be able to drive again as the safety car comes out, and it's once more Team Odrick reverse parking. Some aplomb as Motorsport Lotus Europa rejoins. It's all change. Team Perry's Ken Savage takes over from son Ryan. It's the safety car, after a brief intervention, leaves the fray. Nathan Freak powers off into the lead. And our understanding is they may have to retire that car from lead of the race, because Jamie Orton, it would appear, is going to be unable to take any further part in the race, and the regulations being such about minimum driving times and maximum race percentages for a single driver, it's not going to be possible for them to complete the race with a single driver. So Nathan Freak, while he leads dominantly at the moment, effectively this is actually the battle for the lead going on behind between the Cars Motorsport and Track Group 2 entry. The other two Track Group entries, the two 211s, running in tandem through Graham Hill Bend. Clarsons looks to challenge Tom Chataway into the pit lane, potentially out of the race. It's the race leader, Nathan Freak.
No, it's not a problem with the car. Unfortunately, Jamie, my co-driver, has hurt his back in the first stint, and that's the end of that. So shame really, because we were in the lead by quite a considerable margin, but that's the way it goes.
So we hit the halfway point of the race then. It's the Gogri Motorsport car promoted to the lead of Track Club 3 and Track Club 2. Still an awful lot of racing to go. Through Palanquin Bend, Rob Fenn at the wheel of the Gogri Motorsport car, number 66, looking to try and build his advantage, and already a short November day, meaning the headlights are becoming a must. All the while, amongst the production runners, it's still Adam Gore who leads the way. The Cars Motorsport car comes into the pits for a routine service. Jack Goff comes out of the garage to inspect us. Into the pit box goes the race leading Gogri Motorsport car, so problems for Rob Fenn, possibly an alternator. It certainly would appear to be electrical given the way the headlights flashing on and off. So Sean Danby Racing Squad working flat out. It promotes then Sam Hancock once more at the wheel of the Track Group 3 entry into the lead of the race as dusk begins to fall here. Brands Hatch, and this is potentially very good news for Hancock as changed around amongst the Rob Boston Racing runners. They are a 2-car entry, while Adam Knight, Alan Bailon, car 15, another of the Track Group entries, now up into second position. Immaculately prepared Siege V6 Cup car. Oh, a drama for Ryan Savage. Around he goes on the excellent Graham Hill Bend. He should find the grip on grass though, and rejoin he does after a fashion. Right, only in his second ever car race. Very impressive. He's on the grid at all. There's problems for Rob Fenn out of the race.
Yeah, sadly looks like the water pump's gone in the car. The water temperature went into the hundreds, which is not good. It's supposed to be around about 75. Rob's done what he can. The team have tried to cool it down, but I think it's the end for us. First at halfway, we won it last year, so you can't complain. You need a bit of luck in these endurance races, and we've run out of luck today. But good luck to all the other lads. I'm sure it'll be a worthy winner.
Also in trouble, the Perry's entry of the Savages.
Ken Savage, looks a bit hot and steamy in there for you.
Yes, it was a problem I had before, but it was managing it. The temperature was going up and then coming back down again, so I was watching it, but at the last lap it just went up and stayed up. We can share the second car. Ryan will go out now for a 2-hour stint, and I'll end up finishing the race.
Ryan Savage then back into the action, so unfortunately being wheeled back into the garage. Motorsport Lotus Europa, whilst Chris Randall was out in the car. Also into the pits, the Cars Japan squad switching their car around. As you can see, this is turning into a little bit of a dominant performance for the Track Club squad. Still an hour and a half of racing to go. Many of the teams looking a little bit anxious and somewhat weary in the garages. All the while though, Sam Hancock and Michael Clarsons in full control of this race. They've got the nice buffer now of a couple of laps worth of advantage. Still circulating as well, the Track Club 1 car, despite all the dramas that they've had, as others have fallen by the wayside. That car steadily moving up the leaderboard. Opportunity to enjoy some of the more innovative lighting schemes. That is the Esso Motorsport entry. The entry going very well. The Martins Angels squad still circulating quickly, just being passed there by the Cars Motorsports Exige. But for Martin's Angels. They're in with a shout here of an Elise Trophy podium. Is into the pits for its final pit stop then. The race-leading Track Club 3 entry, Sam Hancock. Now's the car, it's going to be Michael Claessen's then. He's got the responsibility of taking on to the checkered flag.
So Michael's out in the car now. It's amazing to me really that during my stint we were able to get back in to the lead, and I know we were helped with the guys in front dropping out, but still, if he can keep this up, that'll be fantastic.
Well, it's looking pretty good at the moment for the Track Club 3 entry. Michael Claessen's then, comparatively speaking, very, very inexperienced in the early stage of his racing career. Somewhat been thrown in the deep end. A damp and dark Brands Hatch circuit. He's mastering the conditions, leading the Elise Trophy runners. It is the Rob Boston Racing entry. It's now Jason Baker taking his turn at the wheel. The number 9 car is disaster for the Cars Motorsport Exige in the very late stage of the race. And that is going to take them, with Jack Goff at the wheel, out of a podium position. It promotes them, the Track Club 2 entry of Adam Knight and Adam Balon, up into second place overall as we go into the last lap of the race. Following across the line, the ES Motorsport car, Matthias Raderstock, now running second in the Elise Trophy class. Amazing, really, how few casualties we've had in the drama that we've seen. Third then in the Elise Trophy class, it is Martin's Angels, the distinctive orange helmet. Martin Donnelly bringing the car home. It is going to be victory in the Lotus 6 Hours, rounding out the Lotus on Track season for 2013. Michael Claessen's and Sam Hancock take the win here at Brands Hatch in the dark, in what has been a very dramatic, enthralling and entertaining Lotus 6 Hours. The cars sprinting across the line in the mass finish. Let's have a look then at the final results, with Track Club 3, Michael Claessen's and Sam Hancock taking the win from teammates. Track Club 2, Adam Knight and Adam Balon, then Fox Motorsport completing the Supersport rostrum. The production runners, it's Rob Boston Racing, Jason Baker and Adam Gore, winning it from ES Motorsport, Matthias Radstock and Dave Carr. And then Martin's Angels, Gisela Ketveld, Charlotte Burridge and Martin Donnelly. At the end of a very hard day's racing, the highlights of the Lotus 6 Hour is the celebratory atmosphere. At the end of the race, the drivers making their way to the podium, where the spoils of victory await.
Good job.
Thumbs up from Martin Donnelly, ably supported by Gisela Ketveld, her first ever night race, and Charlotte Burridge. Podium celebrations time, our winners from the Elise Trophy runners, Adam Gore and Jason Baker. Supersport runners in the race overall, Michael Claessen's and Sam Hancock. And what better way to round out an excellent season of racing from Lotus on Track, with champagne on the podium at Brands Hatch. That's it for this year. Join us next year in 2014. Plenty more action.